Our Sting review to include one of Sting's principals, Heavy D, and Amari on her clash with Queenie. Now, many of you would have seen Serani sharing stage with Burna Boy on the Jamaican leg of the Nigerian Superstars Love Damini Tour. Serani will be here to chat that and a lot more. Our one-on-one chat from our archive with the late Joe Mersa. And at this point, we'd like to take time out to send condolences to Stephen Ragamali, father of Joe, and the rest of the family. I am Winfred Williams. Welcome to the show, everyone. We'll be right back.
On Stage with Winfred Williams.
Here we are now with one of the principals of Sting 2022, the return edition, to address so many issues arising from that staging. But first, here's our report from Jason Williams.
After a 7-year hiatus, a lot of energy was around the return staging of Sting, which went down at the Grizzlies Plantation Cove on Boxing Day. At the start of it, new acts were warming up the stage for the main events of the evening. But new acts seemed to be the order of the day for a long time. At 2 a.m., the stage was still welcoming pretty much unknown artists. Among the new acts, though, St. Vincent artist Sita, who got high marks for her stinging performance. Shortly after, though, the big names started rolling in, with standout performances from Shano and Itana with a welcomed surprise from Phantom Moja. The first clash of the evening, and the one that got the least attention, was between Animosity, said to be from Ninja Man's school, and Mercenary, whose voice and delivery says everything about his inspiration. In the end, it was Animosity who was declared the winner. Then there was this, the most talked about event of Sting 2022. Queenie versus Amari. That for the most part was chaos after Amari seemed to have come for a physical war instead of a war of words. When the dust settled, though, it was the calm and collected Queenie who was the crowd's favorite.
Not physical. Mr. World Boss, I'm a fly first class. Yes, a thicker rhyme. And he becomes a swine. Wicked swine! Wow!
After that, a slew of female dancehall artists, including Jada Kingdom, Vanessa Bling, Moyan, and more. But many walked away, giving Pampute the highest marks. The female segment, though, also came with the first sign of problems, as pretty much everyone was asked to cut their set short. Then came the names everyone was waiting for, but again, there was a massive rush to include everyone as time was winding down. Host Kamala Latouche asking the rest of the artists to share the stage. The remaining minutes of Sting was a bomb rush of artists on the stage with haphazard performances. The final clash between Pablo YG and Malidon managed to go through, with Pablo taking the win. After that showdown, clear tension on the stage that seemed to have spilled over backstage. Then Valiant made his appearance on stage with other billed acts, and then a sudden end to the show, leaving names like Silk Boss, Skeng, and Jashi yet to touch the stage.
All right, so that's our report, and now it's over to Heavy D, one of the principals of Sting. Sir, bless you, sir. Good to have you. You're not dodge no fire burn pound. You're not dodge.
You know, I'm a true person. I'm going to tell stories.
Yeah.
Talk it as it is. Personally, I get too old for this. 30 years, I fight for dancehall, all of this, and I do all of this. And I'm telling them, say, Jesus would come and try to save the world, and them still crucify him. Yeah. People like crucify people where them see in a position. So when you're in a position, then you have to lead from in front, and you have to, whatever blames come with it, you have to fix it. When I blame nobody today, it's just the way Sting is set in such a way where it have all kind of things, and people like to run. And people like to do things like that. And if them don't say nothing like that, sometimes them say, oh, it's a Sting music, man, cannot go on.
What are you most disappointed about?
The entourage. The entourages. And I tell the artists from the beginning, say, the police don't want me to have more than 15 people back there for each artist and some less. And that is a major artist, they will have 15 people backstage. And then keep complaining, and I say, the police is going to defend it. They want to don't have this.
Yes.
Because they know there's a lot of these young people with different thoughts and different minds, and you know, them keep on pushing. So we say, boy, may give tickets so you can give people to go inside through the gate and come and we say we can keep a good show.
Yeah. And
we had the best production for 22 as far as I'm concerned, with stage and light and sound. It was immaculate. And the show in itself was great to me with all the performance. The people at the front that paid and looking at the show, and they didn't even know something was happening. So the videos that you see going around, the show didn't have anything to do with it because it wasn't happening in the show. It was happening way
The front of stage was not affected?
No, none at all.
Okay.
Even when the show finished, the front of stage was wondering, oh, the show finished already, or something, because they were still standing there.
Because the running and
yeah, they couldn't see
were happening backstage.
Yes, they couldn't see it because the backstage was so big and you couldn't see it. No way at all. And no matter how far they run, nobody from the front could not see it. Okay. So they didn't know it was happening. But the police had said, we got 7 o'clock from the authority to keep the show until 7.
7 to 7?
Yes. So the younger artists at 7 did not come out on time. We were there and they did not come. So I started late, 2 hours, take out of the time late there because people say, oh, well, we can't come 7.
They're hiding from going up early.
But even after these people begged me in every kind of way to please help me to get a chance to be a star. Every day if I get one song.
To be on the show?
Yes. And 1,000 people called me from different places. I couldn't, because my lineup was for 30 artists, and I said I want to change the thing. I said, like, we have to change the thing because we can't continue like this. We have to change. And then after I have the 30 that I have, people start calling from everywhere, down to the last minute.
Severe pressure.
Down to the last minute, I see about 6 police cars, like artists come and say every day. And it's good artists doing that, like, so this kid I want a chance now because I think they need to elevate themselves, because I was trying my best to help the music to move on. Not that I'm fighting against 90s like how people might think it. I have nothing against the 90s because it's the only 90s party that I go to. I don't go to the other parties. And I don't go to party all the time because I'm getting old too. So, but if I'm going to a party, I go to the 80s, 90s party. And of course, Footloose or yesterday, them kind of party them go. But the music still, you still have people that you have to feed with the dancehall music. So I know because I still produce, I promote, I still tour, I still go to the artists all over the world. So I'm still trying to enhance the music to go forward because I can't wait till everybody die before I start a new music. Because people die every day. People sick, people dead. Soji just rehearsing for Buju, and him just dead suddenly and nothing. So all people are dying. I don't know how long I'm going to be here, but the music need to continue. And the people have to accept that. There's no way around it. The younger artists, I can't say I regret carrying the younger. I agree to carry them and I still want to carry them back again because the music has to continue. And who else going to do it? I have to go back to the 90s again and keep hearing 90s show and forget what the 20 years of music or 22 years of music. We have to continue. Cartel came from it. Cartel is the first man to fight on stage, and that in 2003 and what we do.
Yeah.
We still, and I'm after that, I still have to bring him
but
back.
do you have any apologies for the audience, for the patrons and the public in general?
The public that saw the video backstage, as I say, the patrons that paid to come there did not see anything like that. The show continued to the end because the police, they was looking at 7, and the police wasn't even caring about what was happening there. They still go to 7 o'clock and say, finish it. So it's not that the show finished because that was happening back there. Because I was standing in the middle and the show was continuing and they were running. So if you see certain videos, you would see that the show was, the people on stage that you know said so much running was going there, they was working.
Yes.
It's after they come off and then people just running up and down because I don't think what caused it in the last part, when after them say 45 minutes, then about 10 minutes, 15 minutes leave, I say, call it the major artists and say if we can satisfy the people and make them, everybody get a touch off of the mic and work like, oh, Sweet Show is in some time because I can't get in the performance and all that. So when I call all those artists now, the entourage is trying to rush the police on there to come in that prison backstage that you couldn't get into all night. Because if you're not working, the police not let you in there.
They're storming the police.
Yes. So and only the artists have 5 backstage on-stage passes, and those only 5 people can come, or 3, some of them have 3, and all those people can come not around that armband. So they decide to say, all the artists move in one time, so all the entourages, the aggressive entourages want to jump fence and do all kind of thing, and then the police kick out back there. But people thinking it's a different fight. Them things that backstage sometimes for different reasons or different things, and I apologize for that, but it's not really our fault. It's our fault to let them in because I never have no choice either. One, if I go around there, them will say, oh, I'm not coming every day, coming on, all of the man them come without pass. I give some third.
So you let them in because you wanted it to squash?
Yes.
You want to squash?
Yes, so I let them in at the backstage.
So you breach your own principles just for peace?
Because I gave them the passes only to come in with that amount of people, and I tell them the police not going to be easy tonight because it's nearly 200 police going to be there and they're not going to be easy. And the police did their job. And when they try to rush the police have to retaliate. If you look at it, you see them and the police, is not them and nobody else.
So it's the answer to all the major issues. One of them is the stampede backstage. The second was the lateness of who people came out to see, getting them so late that some of them had to rush their performance and so on.
And that I have to apologize for because the time is running out now and I can't get everything because sometimes I think like some other shows that I get time because I see website look down there late and I see go some friends and then they're late, they like to have early sometime, but most of the time they allow it. But because it's thing the man saying it's 7 o'clock you get every day and when we don't give nobody else that time they're doing maybe different from website look. So you have to finish at 7. So I didn't realize the time was running out so fast until I came on stage and they called me and said, come to the stage, and I came and said, boy, you have 45 minutes to do everything. Okay,
what are you going to fix for next year? Is this next year, are you encouraged? Are you encouraged to do this thing again?
As we said, the production and the show, the sound was nice, the stage was impressive, and 95 or 96% of the people talking never went to the show. Everybody was enjoying themselves, everybody out there was enjoying themselves, it was good. The young artists did deliver. They did carry out enough people, maybe not all the people that I needed, but they still carried a lot of people.
What exactly would you change for next year?
Less artists. There was too much artists on the show, and I was trying my best not to do that again because we always get into that problem by trying to help so much people. But as I say, Jesus would come and walk and try to save, and them still crucify him. And all the people that beg. Now, there's so much artists that are happy today that work. Because all the promoters, I see some promoter from Europe and promoter from all the Caribbean there, and I say, boy, I best show them see that they're happy, they enjoy themselves. So it's unfair for people just get up and just bash something that they wasn't there. They don't see, the audience never move one bit, they didn't know nothing was happening, they were watching the show.
But people were watching it online a lot.
The after.
Because they hacked into your stream and it was all over YouTube.
Yes, people hacked in the stream, but those people still couldn't see backstage, they were seeing on stage.
Yes.
They couldn't see backstage because it was completely different.
It didn't affect those watching?
No, it never affect nobody. It's after it show finish and people start see this video going up. So people are saying, oh, Sting mash up. Sting never mash up. Sting was there perfect. The entourage, the free entourage was around there.
Some people take issues with the fight what seemed like a physical altercation between the two ladies.
Oh, all right. That
okay, Amari.
That is a different thing. Because that is comedy at its best in a dancehall style. And people request it. It's not me request it, you know, because the newspaper keep calling me, different people keep calling me every day, you're not doing this thing. I said, no, I'm not doing it. And they keep on saying every day, the people show, you know, we want that. We want to see Amari and Queenie, we want to see them.
Yes.
I'm saying, I'm not into this thing, you know. And I even tell Amari and Queenie, I said, and Queenie said, every day you not change your mind. And I said, all right, yeah, man, I can't fight. People start coming from one, but every day we want to see it on you, you know. So, me have to acknowledge it. And it costs money to acknowledge it, to take one in England, one in America, and we have to go for them and say, boy, I could please the people then. It wasn't about me in a no shape or form. It wasn't about money or anything. It was just pleasing the people, because they said they want to see that. You have some people that sit down and just destroy dance.
But are the ladies good now?
The ladies them good them now. You see Queenie, I was watching Queenie say, big up Amari. Well, Amari, this me still, but big up Amari still. Big up your daughter.
We have Amari coming up, so we'll hear from her.
Yeah, but because you see the difference with Amari and Queenie. When you see them on social media, them is totally different person than if you talk to them individually. I came from on the back when they was on stage. So when I look in the back part, I don't see nobody. I say, I don't see nobody at all. So everybody went to watch that. Okay. They didn't went to watch everybody else, but I don't see one man. I said, well.
So people wanted them on there.
People wanted it. People to watch it and want to see it. So I can't do nothing about that. Okay. That's part of entertainment. They call it entertainment. And the people, I didn't know what they were going to do. I have no clue. Because it was like a week and a half before they show this thing just pop up out of nowhere. And I said, oh, make it run, man.
For the fun of it.
Because I was dealing with a young artist, and these are old ladies, but young artists, as far as I'm concerned.
Young artists, yes.
Yeah, they're young artists, so they was artists before. Okay. Are a long time before. They're doing songs, and then lately I see them doing songs. So I consider them young in the business of music. They're there. But dancehall have all of that on it. And Sting is a show like that. And if over the 30 years, people understand it, and that's why they keep going back.
Okay.
Because if people were hungry for it. I wanted that kind of entertainment. Yeah, we'll go someplace for this. I'm going to rubber salute for that.
So you're going to fix it, Evie?
Yes.
The long and short of the whole story, you're going to fix it?
I'm going to try my best. Because I don't know if I can talk for everybody, you know. Because when I tell a man, say, I'm giving you this 15 pass to go backstage, and 5 of them can go on stage, and then you can, see, 30 pass here, you can carry the people to the front, and go, I'm going, and you have your thing. But when them carry everybody backstage, I don't know what them do that for. Because everybody, everybody just think that I'm going to go fight, man, and want my entourage. But I say, you want to carry the whole village? Oh, you're going to control them. And if things are important, it's trending, number one, and Twitter number one. And why? If it's never important, look how much, on the night, you have 10 different shows that keep our 20 on the same Sting night, and them not talking about them, they're not talking about Sting, what happened there, why.
Everything about it will be loud.
Yeah.
So that's why it must be fixed.
So respect to the sponsors that are there with us. They too saw that the show went well from beginning to end, and there was no altercation in that side of the venue where the people was, where the sponsors was, there nothing went wrong there. The show went good to the end.
Well, hope, sir, that posting 2023,
yes,
we won't be talking about altercation, we'll be talking about the fun that people
have to talk about this again.
Yes.
But I doubt it.
No, don't it. You can't say that.
No,
that's
man.
negative.
Jamaican people, and Sting, remember the Jamaican people, what the people want to talk about, you know, where them tell, don't say no about scamming, don't kill nobody, don't break no shop, don't do nothing, and them do it every day. Them change the law now and say them give 15 years for your gun, man still a walking gun. Them say them give you a life sentence, part-time for everything else, and them still a do it same way. How we control people like these? The police have them work over the amount, and the government is trying to get them start up at the state of emergency again. The government have to continue to do them work, but the Jamaican people need to fix this and not left it blame on everybody else. When every individual house have people in there that give in trouble and they're not trying to help. Or they need to talk to the kids. Because it's young people now, you know. So them mother and father, them it's not an old man them where people can't talk to. Them mother and father, and when you talk to them, so the artist is so nice. But the artists themselves are giving a real trouble, you know, is the entourage. So if the artist come alone with 2 people, then we wouldn't have no argument today.
Aye.
None at all.
Well, good man.
Aye, boss.
Oh, good. We know you mean well, Heavy, so, you know what I mean? We know that. All right, so there you have him, Heavy D. And still to come, we're going to hear from Amari, Joe Mersa, the late Joe Mersa, and Serani, a big achiever of 2022. We'll be back.
On Stage with Winfred Williams.
Here she is now, Amari, who was featured in a clash with fellow social media personality Queenie at Sting that generated one of the most talked about moments of the event. Right now, right here on our stage, Amari. Amari, welcome.
Hi, Winfred.
Thanks for coming. Good to have you.
It's great being here.
All right, so now that it's behind you, how do you recall the moment? What did it mean for you?
You know, Winfred, I honestly did not see it coming. I expected to go on stage and perform, and I don't know what took me over.
Yes.
You know?
So the physical altercation?
Yes.
That's what you're talking about? Okay.
Yes, because I think a lot of things were bottled up inside of me. Mm-hmm. So the moment that I saw Queenie, it just went off. It brought forth the personality on the internet by seeing another internet social media icon. Mm-hmm. It was battle time, but I didn't plan on doing that.
So now that moment, you're regretting your behavior?
No, I don't.
You don't?
No, I have no regrets whatsoever. I just wish I had glued down my wig, that's all. I wish I had glued it down in advance.
So if you have no regrets, that means that the moment you thought you did the right thing?
Yeah, but I think it could have been better, you know, and if my wig wasn't pulled off and I wasn't waiting for my daughter to bring back my wig, I would have also performed for the people, because there were a lot of people who came to see me perform songs such as Nico and Dirty Bungle, you know, and Superstar. But after the fighting and everything, I lost my voice somewhere there in between.
So you do not at all regret the fight?
No, I don't. You know, I wish there could have been a bigger fight, you know. Yeah.
Bigger physical altercation?
I honestly enjoyed tangling with Queenie. She's so excited, you know. She literally turns me on.
Whoa.
Yeah, because she's fiery, she's alive, energetic, and we're both like in our 50s. So to see that side of a woman who fails to stop in life, who wants to continue to live and enjoy her life, I was seeing myself. As a matter of fact, we are related. So I was there with my own blood, you know?
Oh, so you guys are bond?
We're blood related.
You're
Yes.
So hold on. So there's a bond between both of you?
Yes, there's a strong bond. And I just recently found out when she was doing a live and mentioned her mother's name.
Yes.
And then I was like, oh my gosh, I almost fainted. But it helped me to understand why this person reminds me of me. When I look at her, I see me.
Yes?
Yes.
Wow. So are you saying you would do this again?
Oh, not with anyone. I love
with Queenie?
Yeah, with Queenie. Yeah, with Queenie. Not with anyone, you know, but there's something divine about this woman, something special about her, and I do love her.
And she reciprocate that love?
Oh yeah, because on stage, she was trying to, you know, portray that love, but I wasn't into that. You know, various times, you know, she said there are more than one queen. She went on further singing a Barney song, singing I love you, you love me, we are one happy family. But I wasn't in that mood. I was there for a clash, you know, so the spirit of the clash was upon me. I don't know where it was sent from. It must have been from above, but I just couldn't portray love and a tangle at the same time. But I would not say there was hate. I do not hate her.
Okay. So what's the feedback from your following?
Oh my gosh, my life have totally transformed. My fans, in the night when everything went down, I got a lot of bashing. My fans were like, we're embarrassed, we're disappointed in you. But the next day, as people watched, you know, the rest of Sting and everything else, everything just turned into something beautiful. And, you know, now it's all over TikTok, Facebook. People are mimicking us. And we are the stars of Sting, no doubt.
But for you, it's not a moment, a comedic moment, is it? Are you?
When looking back, you have to laugh. When looking back and looking at myself running in heels on stage, you know, and Queenie running from me, and, you know, but, you know, I think it had something to do with the wedding dress, because I was married before and my husband failed me. And here's this woman standing there in a wedding dress. It brought back so many sad memories, you know, and I just wanted to take it off her.
So
you know?
It triggered you?
Yeah.
The dress?
Yeah, it triggered me because, you know, it was, I got married at like 18, had 6 children. You know, my children went into the system. My husband betrayed me. So it wasn't just about Queenie. It had a lot to do with the wedding dress. I didn't want to see it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So where do you go from here?
Where do I go from here? I hope that we could do a collaboration. You know, I'd love to do a collaboration with her. I think it would be a superb hit, a major hit. But I don't see us like becoming friends. It would not be good for either of us career, but deep in our soul, we have to know that we are good for each other. We have somehow helped to enhance each other's career.
Okay. Well, and you have a video, you have a new song.
Oh yes, I have a new song. It's called Money Laugh, produced by my producer, Sika Rhymes. And it's doing very, very good right now.
Yes? And
yes.
This old clash is helping it, the clash?
Yes, because we were both artists of Sika Rhymes, and we are both not in communication with him anymore. But the fact remains that he's a dynamic, superb producer.
So what caused the break-off from him?
From Sika Rhymes? It's just misunderstandings, you know. I just think, I honestly don't know, because after I got the call for Sting, he just stopped talking to me. Up till this day, I don't really know why he doesn't talk to me anymore.
And he's still talking to Queenie?
No, he doesn't talk to any of us. And Queenie and I have this thing about us. If you ignore us, we're gonna dog you.
So she has the same story too?
The
She don't know why?
story. Yeah, there's a time when Sika Rhymes just shut down. And we're not used to it because, you know, when he doesn't shut down, he's there on the phone 24/7 to guide us. But there's a time he shut down and he just don't say nothing, and then we're left out in the cold.
So wouldn't you assume that maybe isn't it? It had nothing to do with the clash?
I just don't understand.
Maybe he didn't want you guys to clash.
I don't know. I think I remember him saying to me that one morning he called and he said, I am confused. I don't know whether to call you my artist anymore or big artist. And I said to him, you need to stay with your artist. Call me your artist. But somehow I believe he was intimidated because he said he never expected me to launch out so big shortly after getting ready to sign me.
Oh.
Yeah,
So are you still, so where's that contract? Is there a contract?
No, I'm definitely under the wings of Claude Mills, who have always been there. Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. So let's Can we take your video now?
Oh, definitely.
Let's take it.
Money Lie.
Yo, sicker. Some me also, some me make the money fast. Some me also, some me make the money fast.
Okay, so that's it. The Sika Rhyme produced track for Amari. Wow. Money laughing.
Money Lie.
Money laugh.
And I was caught in the midst of it.
Yes.
Because he had a rivalry with Queenie. He wrote the song about Queenie and gave Amari to sing. And all that, you know, brought about the clash.
Oh, wow. Why? That's why you guys must be friends. The best thing about it is to be friends, yeah?
Well, we can try,
Okay.
but...
All right, so that's it. That's your newest track, and
Yeah.
it's getting love.
Oh, definitely.
Lots of love.
It's one of my favorite releases that I've
Okay.
done, yeah.
And the Clash helped it, right?
Oh, it definitely did.
All right, Amari, it's so good to have you.
Thank you,
All the
Winford.
very best.
Thank you so much.
Keep the peace. Yeah, man. And you guys should be friends for life. That's why you are very
much alike.
You're bonding and bonding and bonding. Might as well just be friends forever. You know what I mean? All right, so that's her in this segment of our show, Amari. And stay with us, still to come, Joe Mersa, the late Joe Mersa. And later, Serani. Our one-on-one chat from our archive with the late Joe Mersa.
Bags we're going please. Pressure make diamonds. Something compared to diamond. There's no escape.
Most people will agree that second-generation Marleys have stepped up to the challenge of not only preserving their father's rich legacy in reggae, but to also expand the Marley bloodline in the music.
Once I was a little child.
This as third-generation Marleys have arrived and are already charging to the front line in the form of Skip Marley, son of Cedella Marley.
So let it all out there.
Daniel, son of Ziggy Marley.
I know they try to break me down.
Yohan and Joe Mersa Marley, sons of Steve Marley.
Never know you could do that. Oh, you bad so.
Joe Mersa joins us right now, right here on stage for the very first time with his latest project. Joe, good to have you, sir.
Bless
Good to have you on the stage, sir. All right, so this is a visit to Jamaica or a visit home? How do you call it?
A visit home.
Home. Jamaica is always home for you. No, but you spend a lot of time in Florida, I take it.
Yeah.
All right. Talk about your rise in music, because you started very, very early. But pick up and tell me, when did it really start getting serious?
Well, that's some more early teenage years. It started getting a lot more serious, more focus on my lyrics and production, rhythms and them things there. Me and my cousin them, Daniel, my brother Yohan, Skip, Jesse Ryan and them and the whole of it. And later on, when we leave, because we have to have the balance of school and all of that. So when we left school now and every man pushing out more and more material, things just start manifest.
So while going to school, there was no question about what you want to do when you're finished?
No. Music already decided that for me.
Music owned you from as early as then. All right, so you've gotten some valuable exposure with your uncles, right, and your father out there in the big world of reggae. At the Marley level like that, talk a little bit about that. Where are some of the places you've been exposed to and stages?
All over Europe and America, and just all over, man. Enough places where just the reaction of the people alone just make you know, say, you feel the power in the music.
Okay. So when they put you out there and say, go, take a taste of this, and you how shy were you? Were you shy about it?
Yeah, I was at first, yeah, but Cause it's still, no matter the name or what, people still, where you just look and say, all right, what do we expect? What we get from you now? So it's still, I wouldn't even call it shy. I would more call it like I'm anxious. I'm really anxious for more. Let's go out there
and deliver. Because do you feel like a little bit burdened? The fact that you're a Marley. People expect certain standard from you and expect you to be a Marley in what you do. Do you even have that consciousness?
No, just be ourselves, each individual self. That's all really what it is. But no burden. I've never felt burdened about that.
Okay. All right, let's pause a minute and take a little piece of your video.
Hi Lola, me love how your body shaped like a bottle of Coca-Cola. Feel free to call me from a pop, your Motorola.
Comfortable is the name of that one from Joe Mersa. One of his videos, his many videos. So Joe, who's got credits on this one?
Myself, my father, and Riff Raff, Amari Brown.
And Stephen is the producer?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so talk about now the new project that you're in Jamaica promoting at the moment.
Burn It Down.
Yeah.
A project featuring my younger brother, Yohan Marley. More, you would have said now, dubstep kind of roots, more kind of style thing. A blaze of fire still, you know, just a purge, a more spiritual fire, a more purgeful fire, you know what I mean? Man, just a burn out corruption, just add to the fire.
Okay, so there's no video for it yet, so we can't show a music video has been made, I take it.
Yeah.
Right, because it's a brand new project and it's a bigger, it's part of an album, which will be out when? When will that album come?
Later on in the year, maybe closer to the end of the year.
What's on it? What are some of the topics? Where are you most comfortable, Joe, in terms of topics and what you sing and so on, your styling and stuff?
Enough topics. Love, loyalty, betrayal. Enough topics. More conscious tunes, I can say, and more speaking to the youths and to our generation, you know what I mean?
Yeah. This album will be you, defining you, right? Isn't it?
Yeah.
One wants to know who is Joe Mersa. You take up this album when it is released and we will know who you are at this point in time. Not necessarily who you will be eventually, but for right now, you're going to be defined in this dispensation, in this moment. This album will define who you are at this point of your life.
I strongly feel that way. You would get to see a more versus the EP, the EP that I had released, Comfortable, which had more songs for the Empress them.
Yes.
So this one you more. As you say, you get to see a more. You get to see the more Joseph, the more full personality and that where my head is, you know, in music. Yeah.
See? All right, let's take a little piece of the single now. Let's just pause right here and see if we can give a little sample of the single. Here we go.
I'm gonna set this place on fire, burn it down entirely.
Right there you have it, just a sample. Burn It Down, the single, the brand new single by Joe Mersa. And this single is available, I take it, online and stuff?
Yeah, iTunes, Amazon, every one of them. Apple Music, the whole of them.
Okay, cool. What's the future holding for you?
I go on the road with my father on the 26th of May. And that tour goes till maybe about the end of August. But I go jump off of the tour in the early July to start rehearsal and go embark on a tour with UB40 them.
Okay. Oh, quite an itinerary already for you, Joe. All right, sir. Thanks for coming and sharing with us right here on stage. Blessed love. So that's it, Joe Mersa. And at this point, we'd like to take time out to send condolences to Stephen Marley, father of Joe, and the rest of the family. And next, one of the biggest achievers of 2022.
Girl, step on the specially requesting the best of me.
Serani.
On Stage with Winfred Williams.
Many of you would have seen Serani sharing stage with the Burna boy. On the Jamaican leg of the Nigerian superstars Love the Money tour.
I used to be in London and stuff, right? And then I'll go to the barber shop every time and then they'll play this song. Love you, girl, and it feels the same.
The two performed for the first time their three-way collaboration that was recorded 3 years prior, titled Secret, a song originally recorded by Serani, but after a deal with Burna for his album,
I knew I had to work with this one day.
the Afrobeater and R&B star Jeremiah were added to the track.
Yeah, I know you wanna spend more time,
Right now, right here on our stage, Serani. Serani, sir, welcome.
Oh, going for
Blessed love, sir.
Respect, man.
Good to have you. All right, so whatever congratulations are in order for you, sir.
Respect.
You know what I mean? You're a great achiever in music, and many of us don't even know this. But let's talk about this. What is the deal with Burna Boy and your record?
All right, so I wrote a song at the end of 2018 called Secret with 3 verses.
Yes.
And then I love the song. I sent it to my manager. He asked me to take out the verses. He sent it to Burna's people. Burna loved it, wanted it for his album. My verses are history. Burna wanted Jeremiah on the track. It's on the African Giant album. We shot the video.
Mm-hmm.
Song become a hit.
How big?
Well, it's funny. I don't really know because I haven't been everywhere to sing the song, so I don't know how it's doing in Africa. Like, I haven't seen it for myself, but I've heard that it's doing well.
And the performance at the National Stadium, from your perspective, how was it for you?
Well, first things first, I'm a fan of Burna.
Mm-hmm.
I love his music, right? From the first big hit, I liked his music, and then I checked out his music, loved it. And we knew that he was about to explode, so we thought that it made sense, you know, especially knowing that the track is an Afro-type music, you know, so I say, yo, let's go with Burna. I think Burna is a perfect fit, and look, the man blow.
Mm-hmm. But talk about the stadium experience for you, right? You're in front of your home crowd, he's the visitor, the place at Burna. Tell us, how did it feel for you?
From we've met the song till now, I can't wait to sing this song with him because I see that him know the stage too, and I love the stage. So to go out there and sing in the stadium, because stadium is special to me. We don't have that many shows, that many live shows in the stadium. My first memory of the stadium is Jimmy Cliff.
Yes.
You must remember Jimmy Cliff in the stadium when Nelson Mandela was there.
Yes.
So to sing my favorite song that I ever sing in the stadium with one of my favorite artists, what you mean, a big joy that, man.
Oh, must. And, you know, we happy when we see this.
Yeah, man.
Especially this synergy between Jamaicans and Africa and Afrikaans.
Right, from ever since.
And we're not carrying a grudge for their ascension.
Not at all.
In global pop music. The little argument about reggae's birthplace and is a nonsense argument because the DNA of reggae is rooted in Africa.
The way I see it, music evolves. And we all listen to each other.
Of course.
I listen to a lot of different kind of music. I've been listening to a lot of jazz lately. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So, like, I just make music, Winfred.
Yes.
I don't think we need to argue about where the music coming from. We're all influenced from somebody.
Okay. We see now that Africa has risen. and is now taking its rightful place in global pop music.
100%.
So what we're looking at here is a situation where they have loved our music for forever.
Yeah.
They have been loving reggae.
Decades.
More than they love any other genre, you know. Again, we don't know this enough. 1 billion people on the continent.
Yeah.
And as far as I know now, it's a numbers game nowadays. Everything coming out of Afrobeat right now is going into those big numbers. And brands are on to them. Labels are on to them.
More influence.
Promoters are on to them. Numbers, because they can read those numbers in social.
Yeah.
YouTube, IG, and so on. Now, where does that leave us? Reggae, Jamaica, is it making it harder for us to be seen, to have our place? Is there any replacement going on? That's another concern that people have. Replacement of reggae for Afrobeat. Some people think that them push away reggae, like the Billboard, for Afro. It's a loaded question there for you, Serani, but give us your best answer. No?
We're a small country.
Yes.
We're a third world country. Look at the amount of amazing things that we've done.
Yes.
The amount of barriers that it has always been and will always be an uphill battle for us Jamaicans. We're small, but guess what? We look about with Talawa. You understand? So it don't really matter what go on. We're still there. We still create music. We still make fire music as far as I'm concerned. There's a change in the type of music now. You know, it's trap dancehall.
Yes.
It's at baby stages. Allow the youth them to do them thing. Our music will be on top. We're too talented. Jamaicans are too talented to not be on top. But you know, you have to baby stages. You have to rebuild. Right now, we're rebuilding.
Do you think some of us should do more of what you're doing? Collaborating with Africans?
I mean, why? Of course, it's gonna take a lot more than one collaboration to help our genre. Like we should be looking. All right, if Swaz, my friend artist here, if he goes and do a song with Burna, for example, that means me and Swaz going to get a show together. It's likely, right? We're going to get a show with Burna. That means 2 artists gone to do a show in Africa. Guess what? 2 DJs from Jamaica are going to Africa as well because they need to play. So the more we do things overseas, the more we spread our music and spread our culture, is the better we look as a unit.
Yes.
So we need to do things together and stop this one bag of fighting against each other.
You're enjoying platinum status.
Thank you very much, sir.
In the UK,
yeah,
for your big anthem, No Games. Give us a vibe for that. How do you feel about that? It's now a classic record. It's in the classic column, in my view.
Well,
were you seeing that before it happened?
We speak these things into being still, you know.
Yes.
But we have to talk these things and say, yes, I am good at what I do.
Yes.
Yes, I will make it. Yes, I must be a platinum selling artist when we have to talk these things into being. But still, I'm in shock. Yes, I'm happy it happened. I can't believe it. But yes, I push myself to where I am, where I was previously. I've pushed myself, and I will not stop pushing myself.
Yeah. Okay, so speak of some of the projects that you're working on at the moment.
So I worked on a live album 2020, and then I worked on a fusion album all year this year. I started releasing a few songs. I have a song with my friend here, Swaz. It's really fire. Swaz, a young artist, very talented, up and coming. I just got a call from another Afro artist.
Oh.
Literally just now. You know, so I'm looking towards making some hits next year and dropping my album early next year as well.
Sounds good, my friend. That is inspiration.
I released a song entitled "It's My Birthday." I'd like you to play that video for me, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Sure. Let's do it right now.
It's my birthday. Not related. We're not related.
Okay. It's my birthday. Says Serani, that one. Well, interesting record. Okay. And video too, sir.
Yes, sir.
So you said it's like that. This is getting love.
Oh yeah,
getting
man.
some love out there.
Of course, when I sing it, you know, it's a good celebration, you know.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, man.
Nice. And so in Jamaica as well. Is Jamaica onto it like that?
Well, I haven't really been out that much to check. I don't know. I don't really listen to radio that much because I'm always in studio or with family. So I don't really know what's going on like that. But I push my music everywhere in the world. You know what I mean? So I'm not really concerned about one particular place.
Okay.
You know, like in just one particular. I just push my music out there everywhere in the world.
Well, you have a global footprint, Bridget. When it says Serani, you know, it's not just no games. It's your birthday too.
See it there?
You know what I mean?
Straight. I want to celebrate big, you know. I want to celebrate every day like it's your last. You have to live every day like your last.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
All right. So you've been doing a lot of shows in New York, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're like a New Yorker. They've been. So what is that? What is the scene? What's
First things first. The reason why I'm always in New York is because New York is the birth of the international success. That's where it all kicked off from. Shout out to Hot 97,
Yes.
Power 105, and every DJ from out there that push my music. People follow New York, and New York says Serani. So I do a lot of shows there. Yes.
But London too. When it comes to breaking artists and new genre, new music, London, isn't it?
Yeah, but of course. But I'm just saying, with my career, it started in New York.
New York.
Obviously after Jamaica.
Okay. Yeah. And speaking of London, that little girl, that viral moment with that little girl, speak to that a bit for us.
Well, can I tell you? That was the last show for the weekend.
Yes.
Right?
It was a tour.
Huh?
It was a tour you were on?
A mini tour.
A mini tour in the UK?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was the last show. To me, it was the worst show. It was my worst performance, right? Until Shawnee B is like, yo, there's this little girl, knows all his songs word for word.
Yes.
You should bring her on stage. I was like, can't lose at this point. So I call her up, you know what I mean?
And what's your name, my darling?
Lottie.
Say that again.
Lottie.
You're so sweet. You love this song. Play back No Games again, Buffalo. We want to hear you sing. You don't need to know all of it, baby. Just sing to the beautiful people of Manchester. You ready? Sing with me. It's. Just in case you never know. Hey, just in case. When you ready, baby. Hey, sing it out. Love you, girl. Do you feel like that?
Yeah.
Both of us had a great time on stage, and it was entertaining to the crowd, and it went viral.
Oh, yes. Viral.
I thought it was just going to be just a normal, decent, like a really good video when I posted it, but it exploded.
Yes. How has it impacted your career?
It brings popularity in name. All right, put it this way, a lot of artists do things to become popular, right? In my case, I don't want to do that. I just live my life and then things happen.
Things just happen without you pushing it.
Yeah, I'm not trying to force to do this. I'm just doing what I do and just trying to live a big vibes, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. That's great, Reggie. Good for you. And the album is coming now.
Yeah.
When exactly?
I don't have a date as yet, Winford.
But it's in 2023.
I want it to be out early 23.
23.
Yeah. But the album, I can tell you, it's all about bedroom business.
Okay.
Straight.
All right, sir. Well, we don't know, Grammy. Where Grammy? Oh, Grammy, look. Huh? Are you thinking Grammy here?
I'm just making music in a Winford and trying to make hits, trying to make classics. That's all I do. That's all I aim towards.
Just make music.
Just make good music.
Yeah, timeless music.
There you go.
All right, boss.
Yeah.
Serani, sir. Good chat.
Yeah, man. Good chat.
Congrats, brethren. Great inspiration for all listening, I hope.
I hope so.
The youngster them.
I hope so.
Because you're a humble man and you just do what you do and things just happen for you, my friend. And you know the market. You know things work.
No man curse, you know.
Yes, I.
Yeah.
So we're happy for you, brethren. Because all I know I represent to every win is glory for Jamaica. This is a place called Jamaica.
Yeah, man.
So thanks again. Walk good there, sir.
Yeah, man. Respect.
All the best. We'll see you again.
Yeah, man.
All right, so that's our chat with Serani and our final show for 2022. Winford Williams, on behalf of all of us, thanking you for joining us all year and looking forward to seeing you right here on our stage next year. Happy New Year, everyone. Thanks for watching our video. Please click subscribe and be on our stage anywhere, anytime, always.